Hey, hi everyone. So welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to continue the last video part that I left it in. I left at the part when a sign up is done and I will be able to get the values right and validation with the basic validations. And if there is no data involved, for example, if I let me delete this particular validation, not validation, just disable it. So I'll just remove the disable property, and if I click on it, so I'll be getting the value, but I'm not getting anything here, right? The people will not get to know what is happening. You are able to share something, but you are not showing anything. What I need to do? I'm thinking, okay, everything is fine. How I will get to know, okay, this field is mandatory or not? That should be the fact, right? Everyone have rights to know about whether they're filling in a proper way or not as a user. Just think, if you're using some mobile, if you're filling something, at the end of the day you'll get to know, okay, and after filling 100 of forms, you'll get to know, okay, these forms are not at all valid. How you'll feel, guys? So that's not cool, right? Yeah, so to handle that error, not me, previous, long before, I think, when IT started, when validation started, the people were people tried a lot to change that fact and change that problem and just solve that problem. So they come up with lots of like validations, and they after that they have something called bootstrap validation, HTTP validation, server side validation, client side validation, and now we have something called reactive validation, okay, with the form itself, and to think about what's happening in a front end, back end, everything. So you just, all you need to do, just stop if something is something going wrong in your initial stage itself. You don't need not to break a system after some time, right? So that's what the whole thing about. So yeah, let's do the same thing, how we can do thing over here. For that, what we need to do, we need to return the values, right? I'll just tell you what I'm talking about. So I'll be creating something called one boolean. So I'll be saying, okay, sign in form submitted. So I'll be saying it as a boolean, and I'll be saying it as a false. So I'm not submitted right the first time. I usually take underscores whenever I create any, and I'll be definitely giving a is just to differentiate. I'm just making beautify, that's it. So for the beautification, that's what. So here, once I submit, I'll be saying, okay, this dot is submitted is equal to true. Okay, so this is done, and I'll be creating one thing called I'm going to create a get method here. So I'm going to say the sign in form, right? So sign in form value. So this is what, and I'm going to return the value when I hit this, when I get this. So this dot sign in form dot controls. I'll get all the controls. So when I call this get method, I should be able to get the controls of the particular things, like whether the things happened or not. So all those things are very necessary, right? So that's based on that I can I can declare the proper error message. That's what I want to say. Yeah, thank God. Now we're going to use it in a proper way. So we'll be creating a ng class for everything. So let's create for a first input. Let's say on a wrong value I should be able to get a bottom line as a red. So that's what I need. Not wrong value, if something is missing or the data is not there, that's where. So I'll be using ng class. Okay, this is how you can, okay, sorry, it's a previous version. So ng class is something, and I'm gonna say, okay, where I'm going to use, I'll be calling, I'll be creating, I'll be adding one class. I'll be say invalid form or invalid control when. So that is main thing, right? When you submit it, so no suggestion. Okay, this is not good, right? Okay, so once the submission is true, and at the same time you'll be saying, okay, you submitted, and at the same time the particular control is also not correct, right? So that's a value. So I'm going to call the control, and I'm going to use it over here. I'm going to call the control, and on a control I'm going to say which control. This is a name control, right? And what is that? It's errors, right? That's it. So when I get this error, when something is not correct, I should get the error. So let's say I clicked whether I will be able to add invalid is there. But I want to add I wanted to add my own class. Okay, ng class, it's adding as a object. It is added, guys. If you see here, for example, it is added form control ng invalid control, it's added, right? Cool. So invalid control, I'm going to call, I'm going to create invalid control here. So I'll just say my bottom should be 1 pixel solid, right? That's it. I'm not asking any other things to do. I'm not added anything. See, superb, right? I got something. So let me remove that. Automatically it got removed it. So that's how your ng validations will occur. Let me let's not do only that. I'll just add some more information also to my text box, below the text box, for sure. So what I can do, I'm going to create a p here, and here I'm going to say maybe a same class and a same way of declaring the class. So I'll just say um, okay, somewhere I'm getting, okay, you cannot add the class, right? It will be visible every time then. So that's what I was thinking. So you should be able to use directives. So directives, I'm going to use ng if here. So I'll be checking, okay, whether you have submitted once. So after that and as well as the errors are there. So once you're done with that, and you should be able to get the value. This that is like your value is I'll say enter the value. So let's check how does it work. Mhm. By default I'll give something like class over here. I'll be saying what invalid control, right? So I'll say invalid text. That's how it should work. And so I'll be giving invalid text over here. Dot invalid control should be changed to invalid text, and I'll be saying color should be red. That's it. Let's see how it works. I'm not doing anything, so yeah, I'll be able to get enter the value, right? The invalid text, but the text color which doesn't. Okay, let's check. Nothing is coming out. Okay, let me say like font size is equal to 12 pixel. Maybe the style is not added here, so let me check. Control C. Okay, valid spelling is not good. So beautiful, right? So you'll be able to get something like enter the value here. Now I'll say okay, so it should be happen for email also and everything. So like let me check whether I should have something called by required, and at the same time like so will I be able to validate us. dot email. Okay. um, so I'll be adding everything now. I'll just say everything I'm gonna add. Still I should not be able to get the value. Valid, invalid. Why? Because this is not an email, right? If I say gg.com here, now I should get something called is you are valid. This is all things you can do, and at the same time I just want to, I'll be giving everything which is there here. So control C and right from here, right? And I think this thing is not required. Yes, this is what I require. Invert fam error is email. This is only ng this, right? Can I do something like, mm, p, not p, I'll say span, and somewhere outside before submitting, let me say span, and let me access this same thing. Let me put somewhere here, email not valid, and I'll be using same class also, but I'm not submitting, so instantly I should get error. So let me check whether this is not email, right? This is email. Here, so email. So this is for email. So let's check how it does work. And errors of undefined, where I did, yeah, sorry, email. It's too intelligent, right? Email is not valid. So until and unless I don't give email, see, it's gone, came, gone. So at the same time, email is not valid at the end. After, you should be able to say enter the value. So isn't it cool, guys? It's very cool, right? I really love it. Enter the email is not valid. Okay. Yeah, that's it, guys. I think we can now, cover all these things here. This is pretty much to it. Are you enjoying? I hope you're enjoying, because you can do any kind of validations now with your own, by your own. Sorry, sorry for the grammar. So by your own. Yep, that's pretty much to it about the reactive forms. I really love the forms, how it works. I usually I write a code in a both Angular and React, but I feel comfort more in Angular, guys. I don't know why. Maybe because of the user, sorry, in the experience which they gives to, coders or Angular coders. I don't know. But I really comfort in Angular. I really love the JSX method of, and hooks of React also. I really love it, absolutely love it, and the way they are rendering the things, and I really love it. But if you ask me which framework you really like, I would say first Angular, second Vue, and third React. So that's what I would say. And if you ask me what about the mobile, so you know about the mobile also, yes, I do a development by using a mobile also. So I really love to create any mobile application by using a Flutter. Now previously I used to create a application by Ionic. I tried React Native, but I didn't feel it's that good it is. I think because I was very much happy to learn something or create something by using Angular. So previously it used to be only Ionic with Angular. So after that the Angular and Ionic with React came into picture. Now Vue also, and yeah, that's very cool. That's pretty much about my development history. And yeah, I pretty much I'm loving Flutter like anything. So it's very cool. It's very fast, and it's kind of, it gives us justice to the mobile developers. That's it. And development, yeah, that's pretty much about blah blah blah. That this thing is never going to help you. So listen only which things which going to help you. So so cut this part and just revise the things. That's the only thing you can give me. You can yeah, that's what I'm going to say, like, yeah, all the best, guys. So keep learning and keep exploring more, and write as much as possible, write the test cases for this, and write the proper form validations for this, and write, create your huge form, And so now I'm going to challenge you one thing. So first itself, on page load itself, I'll be able to get this email is not validated. That's not correct actually. I'm not even touching that. Okay, I gave a hint. Okay, I'm not focusing the one form element, but still I'm getting the email not valid. I'm not entering anything. So that should happen when and what and how. So you just come to just comment over my comment below in my video. So that's pretty much it. So thank you guys, thank you for watching the video, and bye bye.